What's up, y'all? It's KB, and I love movies. I gotta say it that way because I've been saying it that way for the last 2 years, ever since I posted my first video. And I want to say it was on April 15th. I remember it being right around tax day. Before that, I tried to do it two other times. And 18 months before that, I started getting back into collecting and watching different people. I still remember it was, and I still haven't had him on. I would still like to, but it was Dave from Cinema Sickness, and it was a tour of his basement at the time and his library, his collection. And I remember that, and I remember saying, I could get back into having movies. I was doing the streaming thing for a while. I wasn't happy with it. I like the tactile feel of a movie. I just cleaned my desk, so I don't even have any movies around me. I'll grab this one. Shout out to my man Ryan at the Disconnected for lending me this. But something about that tactile feel of holding physical media and adding it to your collection. So I was able to start doing that again and started watching and following people. Shout out to everyone that I was watching back then, whether I still watch you or not. There are people like, of course, Kenny at Mid Level, Mr. Tony, Basement Blues, Jeff at Films at Home, now Jeff Rossio, a whole bunch of different people. Some I follow still, some have kind of stopped posting as much, but needless to say, there were a lot of people that I follow since and a lot of conversations. So figured this is a good time to have an open conversation. Shout out to everyone coming in, watching this on the rewatches, all that good stuff. Let's see who's in here joining me. Thank you, Cody, dude who loves movies, my man. We got Adrian James in the house saying hello. Hello to you. Dimension Scott on the hello. We got Foz. My man is we got to wrap. We got to wrap for sure. Congratulations on 2 years, all your success. My question is, how do you get to be as cool as KB? Um, I like when my kids, their friends say, "Oh, your dad is so cool." My I would say the moment you try to be cool, you're not. So don't try to be. Be yourself, and it comes out. My man Corey from Wilkie's Movies and Music. I only said that correct fast once. I always got to slow it down. Wilkie's Movies and Music. Check out his channel. He's blown up. The movie club is blown up. Love to see it. Good channels. Follow anyone in the chat who has channels. Good stuff in here. We got Emmett on the check-in. Have you ever talked to Tracy in a long time? If you're referring to Nerdy Film Girl, yeah, we stay in touch. Good lady. Holland Oates, yeah, man, 2 years. Thank you for you, Adrian, always in the chat. Definitely still would love to have a conversation with the two of you, either together or individually, because people know you see Adrian, you see Holland. You guys are always in the chat, always appreciated. Steve Moody on the check-in saying hi. Emmett, who's your favorite rapper? I'm a Black Thought fan. If you've never heard Black Thought, go ahead and do a YouTube search on his 10-minute freestyle on Funkmaster Flex. Off top of the dome. I love it. Favorite and least favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie? My favorite is still the OG, although Dream Warriors is a close second. Freddy's Dead is the worst. Yeah, I was. Tater, good to see you, man. Check out Whatnot. For my fellow physical media collectors out there, the collection's growing. That's what we all do. I've gotten to a point where I'm definitely more than 50% unwatched, unopened, because it's just grown by leaps and bounds. But there's so many great deals on Whatnot auctions. I'll just shout out two of my favorites. For the brand new stuff, my man Sal, Toyologist, his Sealy Dealies, the best, the best. So also a shout out to Twice Love 22. Wes and Jen Hahn, they are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. Love them. Gonna do a meetup with them this fall. Looking forward to it. Gem, gem of people, and yeah, they have some really great deals. Uh, Blu-rays, as we all know, are probably the most durable of all the formats. So if you're into Blu-rays and you're looking for new, used, uh, they usually have a great selection, great prices. Definitely get in there. Let's see. Are you happy the DCEU finally ended? There's a lot of movies I still haven't checked out in the DCEU. So, um, yes. I mean, just to get some fresh perspective, fresh stories, I think that'll be great. So, it's cool. What's up, Mr. Moore? Thanks for checking in with us. Always good to see you. My man, James. What's up, KB and everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you, sir. Um, I have to give James a little shout out because, uh, as you can imagine, I've developed a couple of great friendships, a lot of great friendships on here. And, you have acquaintances, you have friends, you get to know people, people like James, people like Tim from Tim Talks Talkies. Check him out when he comes back on his channel. Check him out on Instagram as well. A lot of great people. I mentioned Ken before that, they just become a part of your everyday through whatever channel, whatever venue. And you could tell there's some great, genuine people. Mr. Tony and James representing GA, two great people. Do you have Spotify? My podcast has a Spotify. So I have a podcast called The Center Seat. If you saw in the pre-show reel, I host with my friend Kate. And we do movie reviews, talk a little TV here and there. But yeah, that's my Spotify. Coco, congrats, my friend. Thank you, dear. I need to get down to Florida. I need to meet Brian and Coco because they are sweethearts. Love to see their videos. Their out of the theater reviews are fun. Um, Recently did ones for Abigail. Like me, it took them a while to see. Oh my gosh, what did they just come back from vacation see? Abigail, Late Night. There was something else. It took me a while to see it. Oh, Immaculate. Yeah, I checked out Immaculate finally. So they have some great reviews of recent movies. Check them out. They are awesome. Are you going to do 31 Days of Halloween this year as you did last year? I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do it. I don't think I'll go live every day. I'm thinking about doing reviews every day where it's just, I mean, there's so many horror fans out there. I want to do something where there's so many movies I haven't seen. I'm not an old school horror appreciator. I was mostly into slashers in the 80s. And then as the genre kind of took a free fall, I kind of stepped away and got into other stuff like the Criterions and all that stuff. I went international, became a film student, all that. So I know I missed out on a lot. So what I'm currently thinking for 31 days is 31 recommendations and just post a review every 31 days of October. So that's the current thing. Let me know what you think. Drop it in the chat. Put it in the comments if you're on the rewatch. But I'm thinking 31 days of reviews for the month of October. Should be fun. Yeah, man, we gotta schedule that, Fozzie. For sure. For sure. Brett, long time no see. Shout out to Gilded Films podcast. Before I hopped on here, we were recording an episode. They do a great job. Christian and Brett, my buddies. Also, we all went to KU together. So, yeah, it was fun to do a little podcast episode with them. So, the Gilded Films podcast, they review Best Picture nominees for the Oscars, and they switch it up different years. They also do other types of episodes, but we are covering 1974. So look forward to that episode coming soon. Tiana, what's up, my dear? She's another one. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always blowing me up, Instagram, all that stuff. Thank you for being a past guest. A lot of you in here are past guests. We have James, we have Coco and Brian, we have Dimension Scott. A lot of people in here have been past guests. Corey, Cody. So definitely the conversation is going to continue. I am trying to expand it out a lot more than just you fellow YouTubers and Instagrammers. I want to get some Twitter people in there. I want to get some podcasters, some TikTokers eventually, but anyone who loves movies. And I also want to expand out and talk to more people who are more directly involved in film, whether they're filmmakers themselves or maybe they're people in the physical media industry. I would really like to talk to them because I think we have a certain perspective just as collectors of uh why they put out that Blu-ray, why couldn't they put out a 4K or whatever? And it's like we don't understand the background to it. So the people who make physical media or the people that make films, what does it take to get a film made? Producers, I want to talk to them. Marketing people, I want to talk to them. Another person I would love to talk to, somebody tell Neil I want to have a conversation with him. Thank you, sir. All the best on your 2 years. I appreciate it. 2 years. I knew during your 1 year anniversary stream that you had what it takes to go many years. Like Jay Leno, now we got the monkey. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. Congrats on 2 years. Favorite thing coming out of Panic Fest for this year. There's a thriller. You would think Panic Fest is mostly horror movies, but they also do sci-fi and thrillers. This year, it was more of a variety of genres, which I appreciated. I would say there's this thriller I saw called What You Wish For. And I've spoken about it a couple times already, but quickly, it's about a guy who goes to visit his culinary roommate years later. And this guy's like living an extravagant lifestyle, flying around the world, having these, exclusive dinners that he's hosting for people. And, it's like highly jealous situation. But then as the story goes on, be careful what you wish for. That's all I will say. So I don't know if that's coming to like a Shutter or a physical media release, but what you wish for. If you come across it, maybe in an art house or something, please check it out. My man, Laren. How are you, my friend? Thank you. Always good to see Laren. Always fun to talk to Laren. I had a chance to have him back on the channel in October, and I'm already looking forward to the next opportunity. Let's see. Someone on the check-in from the phone. Let's see. Give me a second here. Thank you. Let's see. Carrying on, moving on. Everyone saying hi to each other. Still loving that. There's the dude. What's up, everybody? Don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button. I do like when he says that. I think we all like when Cody says that. When Cody comes in to your stream and he drops that, I love it personally. So since he brought that up, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, turn on the bell notifications, all that good stuff that we say. It's all good. I love it. We all love it. Help out. You know what? I will say this. If you're in the chat right now and you have not subscribed to my channel, open another window, stay here, open another window, just hit subscribe. Costs you nothing but a second of your time. I have yet to hit 1,000 followers, subscribers, whatever. It's a big deal for a lot of people. I'm just saying, you're here. You've been here before. You'll probably come back again. Subscribe, turn on notification. Anytime we go live, you'll know. Let's see. Who else is here? Yeah. If you have questions, go ahead and just drop them in here. I see them. Whatnot grabs behind you. Yeah, there's a few. There's a few. Last weekend they had the Whatnot Con, and I also got turned on to a new person called Alf, and got some goodies from Alf. I'm just looking on the shelf here. Battlestar Galactica, Dragonheart, couple other ones, and the nice thing is I didn't pay anywhere close to retail. If that's not enough reason, check out Whatnot. Steven Wilson, congratulations. You've been rocking this thing and taking it to the bridge. Yeah, man. Got to take it to the bridge. You got to give the drummer some. So I try to do that. Thank you. The View with Drew. What's up, man? Excellent news to share. My channel is now at 991. Good for you. Good for you. Let's go ahead and open another window. Get Drew over to 1,000. We just need 9 people. 9 people. We got 22 in here. 9 people. Go over to Drew's channel and get him to 1,000. Then come back. You could still hear me. You could still hear me. Trippy Critic. Wanting to start my own channel. What equipment do you use? I won't even tell you what I use. I'll tell you what I started with. I started with my phone. I started with little earbuds that they come with, or used to come with. All these phone companies just driving up the price and taking things away. But yeah, just started with that and a ring light. That's it. Now I have some monitor lights that I use. I have a 4K desktop camera that I use. I have a new Mac Mini that I use for editing and making sure that, you know, StreamYard stays nice and happy. StreamYard for what we're doing right now. And yeah, but you don't have, it's not the equipment, it's what you bring. If I could give you any advice, start. Just start. Think Media has their logo. They say you just got to hit record. Just hit record. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be where you want it to be. You'll get there. But if any advice I could give, consistency. Not in the quality of what you put out there, but you put out something this week and you say, I'd like to do this weekly. Put out something every week, even if all you're talking about is what's new. You want to do live streams? Put out a live stream every week. You know, just be consistent, because consistency brings people back. I took off most of April, and I don't know if I lost people or gained people. I really don't know. But I think the most important thing is being consistent. This is true. We always look for the dude to give that roundhouse kick. Brother Dell, Brother Dell, Brother Dell. What's up? You're another one, man. Love to see Dell in the chat. Love to see what he posts on his channel. Love checking out the movie swaps. I've been on his channel. He's been on mine. And consider him a friend. Queens representative. Gotta love it. Yeah, man. Get me to 1,000. I'd appreciate that. Like, subscribe, share, comment, blah, 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 blah. All that stuff helps the algorithm. That's all it's about. It's like just getting the attention of the algorithm. That's really the thing. If they're not subscribed, they need a visit from Krampus this year. Wow. I like that. Do you have a favorite movie soundtrack? I was thinking about this the other day. There's a couple of them that I like. And I like because I love needle drops in movies. And I love when a movie consists of, it's getting harder because licensing takes a lot of money. I like it when it consists of music to put you in a certain time, a certain era. So I'm going to say La Bamba is one, the movie with Richie Valens and his music. I love Stand By Me as far as a soundtrack, because the movie just brings you back to that nostalgic time. Even if you, like me, I'm not that old, but you know, just to bring you into the time of the movie, it's excellent. More recently, no, I'll say with those two. Those are the two I'm going to say. Casper, thank you for the thank you for the subscription, the follow, whatever you want to call it. It is appreciated. Thank you very much. People going back and forth saying hey to each other. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah. And hit me up on Instagram. Best way to contact me if you have any questions. Always glad to help a fellow person getting started. From soundtrack to favorite picture score. Mine is the first Hellraiser, and my recommended recommendation for you is Abigail. Pretty ordering the score as soon as it drops. I haven't seen the movie yet. I was waiting for my wife because she wants to see it, but I've heard good things, so I'm definitely going to be checking it out. For me, 78 Halloween is up there. Of course, Jaws is a great one. I was in college when 89 Batman dropped, so that is my favorite Danny Elfman score and probably my favorite movie score of all time. But there's so many great ones. So many great ones. That'll be cool about 31 Days of Halloween, do Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 3, and People Under the Stairs. Yeah, great choices. What I'm looking more for is something I've never seen before. So basically, by the time I end October, I want to come across 31 horror movies that I never seen before. But I'll figure it out. I have time, so I'm still trying to get it together in my mind how I want it to go. Purple Rain is the correct answer, unless you say Superfly. Yeah, I don't even consider Purple Rain a movie soundtrack. And I know it's weird because that's what it is. It's original songs from the movie, but it's because just coming off of 1999, going into 84, and going into that, hearing When Doves Cry on everything from BLS to Kiss, and even on the Z100s of the time. This is New York talk right now, and I did say New York. But yeah, it's hard for me to remember Purple Rain as a soundtrack. And what's really ironic is that it won for the score. It won the Oscar for the score. And Curtis Mayfield, Superfly, that's another one that I don't remember as a soundtrack because my dad just played it like any other Curtis Mayfield album. So to me, it's hard to remember those two, but great answers right there for sure. Definitely in my tops. But yeah, I remember both albums as just being albums from the artist. Great albums, excellent albums. Also, Purple Rain is not complete. Where's the God instrumental? You know, stuff like that. We're getting nerdy here. Hey, Matt, loved having you on the Scary Movie Project. Good to see you, my man. Movie question: is Silence of the Lambs a horror movie? As far as the Oscars is concerned, I will put it as a horror movie just so that we could say that a horror movie won Best Picture. I still see it more as a crime thriller with horror aspects to it. But, you get to the Hannibal scenes when he's being Mr. Lecter and, or Dr. Lecter, excuse me. And it's hard to deny that it has horror elements and it could be seen as a horror movie. But yeah, I would say so. I would definitely say so. Great score. Oppenheimer, great score. Fusion, yes. If you subscribe to a streaming service after this, go and just put it on in the background. Great to clean to, great to do homework to. Anything that Oppenheimer score stays with you. Haunting. Chief Rocker Frankie Crocker, WBLS. Y'all don't know about 107.5 back in the days. You're into DJing, KB. Which of your favorites would you love to make a new club mix of the soundtrack? Maybe Goodfellas or God. Definitely Goodfellas, because there's stuff by the Stones on there. There's stuff by Derek and the Dominoes that would mix together. You could even do some mashups with some of those songs. So yeah, I would definitely say that. Let's see. Funny you say that, Superfly, because many of the songs are plot specific. It is. But the funny thing is, when I was hearing that soundtrack, one, if I didn't look at the album cover and could read that it was a soundtrack, I knew it more as just a Curtis Mayfield album. And I probably didn't see Superfly the movie for another 10 plus years. I would say closer to 15, because I saw it in my late teens. So yeah, definitely. But yes, it is true. it is one of those soundtracks where the music moves along with the plot of the movie. But yeah, definitely. If you guys haven't seen Superfly, definitely go and see Superfly. Um, it's it's good. Just get back to me and let me know what you think. I also have people sending me text messages, which is funny. Let's see. Culture Trini in the house. What up? What up? What up? Every time I see you lately, I don't have my Yankee fitted on, but salute, my dude. Always good to see you. We got Lee Blaylock. Favorite movie soundtrack would have to be The Blues Brothers. Yeah, go ahead and drop your favorite movie soundtracks and your favorite scores in the chat. I'd love to see some of the answers that we have here, for sure, for sure. Yes, make sure it's the OG Superfly, not that remake. For a matter of fact, let me see. I'll be right back. I want to see if Matter of fact, while we're doing this, let me just throw this up here because since we're talking about followers and subscribers and all that, I want to do a little thank you to recent subscribers. And you'll see some of them scrolling across the bottom. There's our man Martinez Joe, not a new subscriber, but new channel. So definitely, I'll be right back. Okay, so when we talk about Superfly, we're talking about this one. This is the Warner Archive Blu-ray edition. So you can see my man with the lovely perm in the back here. Look at that perm. You can't make a perm like that these days. But yeah, rated R. I don't know if you'd call it a black exploitation movie. I think that's discounting it, but great movie. Worth checking out. Worth checking out. So if you haven't looked up Warner Archive, there's a lot of great movies out there that don't necessarily get the attention that they should get, but a lot of great ones out there. Let's see, where did we double feature Superfly and Superbad? Ooh, I don't know how that would go along. Probably better than Superfly in the remake, but yeah. If you could own one genre of films for the rest of your life, what genre would it be? Ooh, that's a tough one, bro. I have to say, I'm an old school sci-fi fan, so I'll say science fiction because I could still get Alien and Aliens. Go see the anniversary edition of Aliens in theaters if you haven't. It looks really good. Um, yeah, I would have to say science fiction. Great double feature by title, not content. No, 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 no. Laren, my first conversation with you was 1 year and 1 day ago, almost to the day. Wow. Can't wait for the next one. Me either, my friend. Let's see. Superman the movie might have my all-time favorite score. John Williams is the man. Let's see. Keep the questions coming too. I'll probably go like about an hour or so. I have some company coming over, so I definitely want to get ready for that. Movie you're most looking forward to seeing in theaters this year? Had a feeling I'd get that question. So let's see. I'm going to take a moment and look up what movies are coming out. Checking out the letterbox right now. So if you want to follow me, just say KB on letterbox. So I'll just throw that out there. Let's see. So movies by year upcoming. All right. Some good ones coming out. I will say this. Bill Skarsgård is having a great year. So we had Boy Kills World, which just came out, and we have Nosferatu, which is coming out. Let's see. Maxine. Yes, definitely Deadpool and Wolverine. Um, I would say, looking at everything here, which I don't think this is gonna drop this year, but if it does, awesome. Um, Beyond the Spider-Verse, because I wanna see how it concludes. The second Joker, Furiosa, Inside Out too. Looking forward to that as well. But yeah, I would say the last Spider-Verse movie I'm really looking forward to. I think Spider-Verse is supposed to come out next year. I think it got pushed to next year. If you know, drop it in the chat. Um, let's see. Come back. Let's see. Favorite composer that their music fits your life perfectly. Well, it's not John Williams, that's for sure. But he is my favorite composer. Um, Favorite composer that their music fits your life. I don't know how to answer that one, Monkey, because my life's pretty simple. So it would have to be someone who's sparse on beats, but still got some funk to it. So yeah. Favorite movie so far for the year? Good question. Let's see. Let's look at films by this year. Sort by release date. So I would say, hmm, I really like Civil War. I think it's pretty much a masterpiece. Dune Part 2, because I was a nerd when I was a kid when it came to reading those kind of books, and the Herbert books really got me at the right age, and I kinda just ran through them, and like many comic book fans of the '80s and '90s, there were so many things that I said, "This will never make it to a big screen," so I would love to see the Avengers on screen, or I'd love to see the X-Men on screen, and thank you for CGI when used properly, I got to see those things. So I never thought I'd see a sandworm being ridden, the way I read it in the books. I got to see that. So, yeah, I would say Dune Part 2 with Civil War being right behind it. I think Dune Part 2 is the only thing I gave. No, I take that back. It's not from this year, but I also gave Godzilla Minus One a perfect score. Everything else has been close, like a 4, 4.5. I think I gave Civil War 4.5. So, yeah, I would say that. Still looking, still looking. Yeah, I would say that one. I would say that one. Everything else is from a previous year, but dropping as far as this year, Dune Part 2. I'd say that was it. Superfly is classic. My favorite '70s pimp movie is The Mac. Yeah, Mac, Superfly. Um, I think Superfly was the commercial success. It's kinda like, popular hip hop and underground hip hop. I would say the Mac is the underground for sure. I love the Mac. Let's see. Mine would be Buck Cherry during when I'm constipated. Shyamalan for my everyday life from birth to earth. I hear that. There's someone I'd mentioned from before, Mr. Tony, Basement Blues. Congratulations on 2 years. Thank you, sir. You have been an inspiration, and I'm not even talking about your collection, just as a person, as someone to put out content. As many of you know, Tony puts out videos daily. There's a couple of people doing that. Ken from Mid Level Media does that. Susan from Movies and Sue does that. There's a couple of people that just puts out content every day. Salute to all of you. I don't know how you do it. Discipline. The discipline behind it is something to be admired for sure. Everyone's saying hi to Tony. Yes, you continue to inspire me. And also, great collection. Right. What are some Criterion films that you hadn't seen when you bought them and became faves? Ooh. I just moved my Criterion Collection down, so I have to look lower. I would say Sweet Smell of Success is definitely one of them. So, Burt Lancaster, Tony Curtis. I had not seen it, but I just kept seeing recommendations for it left and right. Blind Buy at the time, and yeah, that became one of my favorites for sure. Um, Another one. Well, I got Parasite because it was popular, and I enjoy that Criterion more than the 4K. I got rid of the 4K after watching it once. I just returned it, and I kept the Criterion Blu-ray. That's for sure. Um, I'll give you one more. Oh, High and Low. Kurosawa became my favorite Kurosawa film. So it's different than his typical beats, his samurai movies, all that stuff. And I have had it on DVD and then Blu-ray. And if it comes out on 4K, I'll get it, and I'll probably go watch Spike Lee's version of it too. And I'm not gonna expect a lot. So if it's great, even better. But if it's not, I didn't expect much to begin with. Saying hi. Jeff in the house, John Doe Juggalo. What is going on, my man? Another great guest that I had on the conversation. I want everyone to know that I do enjoy each and every conversation I have because they tend to be unique. I try to prepare unique questions for each guest. I try to put in my research, whether I'm doing a quick 5 takes with them or we're doing full blown conversations or if we're doing a roundtable style thing and it's guests that I've had on before or not. I always try to prepare and I enjoy each one individually and uniquely. So Jeff was one of those people that I enjoyed having on the channel, and good to see you, my man. There was a movie at Panic Fest that I missed because I just hit a wall and I missed it, but it was about juggalos, and I wish I had seen it because the next day all my friends who were there were just raving about it. But if I have any information, I'll forward it to you, Jeff, so you could check it out. Laren, the Mac is a great one with local boy for me, Richard Pryor. Yeah, I was thinking about Richard Pryor recently because I rewatched the movie Lenny, 1974, for the Gilded Film Podcast. And it's amazing that Lenny Bruce inspired some of the greatest comedians of all time and wrote for comedians, including Richard Pryor. Um, I mentioned in the podcast that George Carlin was there when he was arrested for breaking obscenity laws. And it's funny that the three of them, Lenny Bruce, Richard Pryor, George Carlin, are considered among the top 3 or top 5 comedians of all time. So check out Lenny if you've never seen it before. I think it's on Amazon Prime if you have that. Let's see. John Doe Juggalo has been killing on Bob's Blu-rays horse streams. Yeah, I haven't checked that out yet. So definitely I want to check that out. Let's see. Just became subscriber 993 to View with a Drew. Please, if you haven't done so already, go over to View with a Drew, subscribe to his channel, get him over 1,000. Are we there yet? Sound like the kids in the car. Let me know if View with a Drew is at 1,000 yet. He's so close. We could just put him over the top. Let's see. View with a Drew YouTube. Let's see. We're at 994. I need 6 people to go and subscribe to him right now. Make that 5. So go and subscribe to The View with Drew right now. So as we see these people streaming on the bottom, I'm not big on the I have to get blah blah blah, but I'm close. I think right now, let's see, the You page. I'm at 845. So I know people have goals. I want to get to 1,000 by whatever, or get to my next milestone, whatever the case may be. I think it's more important to have people come back. I love seeing the same names in my chat all the time because that means that you're coming back again and again. But at the same time, if you're in the chat and you haven't subscribed, you might as well do so. That's how I see it. Based off how most of the community sorts their movies, I'm an anomaly. I don't separate by 4K Blu-ray, Steelbooks, Boutique. I do it alphabetical, everything mixed in together. I used to do that, man, but it's like the way I have my setup now. I have gotten to a point like the reason why I moved down my criterions is because after the latest Kino sale, I have enough Kinos to put them all together. And I pretty much know what movies I'm looking for by what I have them in. So I know all my Kinos where they are. So if I want to grab Monster Squad, I know that's a Kino. If I want to watch Silence of the Lambs, I know I could grab my Criterion or I could grab the Kino. So certain things I have together. The reason why I separate my 4Ks from my Blu-rays from my DVDs is a matter of where I could watch it. I know right now the way I have my setup here in the house, I could only watch 4Ks down here. I got my big screen facing me over there, and I got my 4K player, but I don't have a 4K player anywhere else in the house. I'm hoping to change that soon. I don't think I will have control of the TV down here if I put a 4K player upstairs because they say you could just go upstairs and watch it. But if I grab a Blu-ray or a DVD, I could watch it in my room. So it's easier to grab something from over there, over there, over there, and just take it upstairs. Or if I want to watch something down here, this is my 4K shelf. So you could see different things such as there's Deadpool, there's the Bourne stuff up there. This is the cutest thing I have in my collection. My friend's daughter calls me her black dad, which I love. And she bought me a Bronx Tale. So she bought me that for Christmas. And it came with a little tag that says, "To my black dad," from her. So I hung the tag there because it's special to me. I love her. So let's see what else. It definitely makes it easier to find titles. So do you put like titles together? So I had my Batmans together. Let me do that. So I have my Batmans here together. So 89 Returns Forever, Batman and Robin, that piece. Dark Knight, the Batman. Do you keep them all together, or do you have like D and B and all over the place? I want to know. I want to know. Let's see. Back to the comments. The view with Drew, my date with Drew. A little bit different. A little bit different. Because of space, I had to pull all my DVDs off the shelf. Otherwise, I'd be continuing. I'm going to get to that point too. I'm going to get to that point. I always look at Tim and Mr. Tony, and I see when they start taking down poster space for more shelves, and I'm like, ooh, am I going to get to that point? But I got one more wall here that is going to be my continuation of Blu-rays and probably boutiques, and I want to make this wall more of just like collectibles and stuff. Like I have stuff that won't fit on shelves as is, and I want to, not that I have a bunch of movie memorabilia, but yeah, I'm getting to that point where I need another Blu-ray shelf. But yeah, the DVDs are going to be the first to go, and I'll just take them all out of their cases, and I'll do books. I've seen people do books. I've seen people do sleeves. I know Jeff has done that. Jeff Rossio. I know Serial at Midnight Heath has done that too. A couple other people just keep all their I mean, they're the same size as CDs. I had CD collection, as you can imagine, music fan, DJ, and all that. I had like thousands of CDs, and I want to keep them. Most of them haven't suffered the inevitable CD rot or disc rot, so I keep them for a reason. But yeah, I think the DVDs are going to be the next thing to go in the book. And I have to say, I'm still buying DVDs. There's still stuff on DVD that never made it to Blu-ray or definitely not to 4K. But as 4Ks come out for things like when I got Mean Streets, well, the first of my Mean Street copies, I give them to my daughter. Shout out to the third KB. She is inheriting a lot of my older content as far as like DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like that. So she gets a lot of that stuff, but it gets it out of here. So I'm looking at a shelf that I gave a stack that I gave to my son, and he just left it on the floor behind the couch. And there's things like the color purple, which I now have on all three formats. Um, Highlander, I see red from the Three Colors trilogy, a bunch of stuff. And then there's TV shows that never made it to Blu-ray that I want to have, like Power and Dukes of Hazzard, because I'm a child of the 70s and 80s, and Martin and all that stuff. So yeah, I want to keep those DVDs, but yeah, I'm running out of room too. The physical media collectors cry. I'm running out of room. Talking of running out of room, speaking of different players in different rooms, what are your thoughts on studios releasing only a 4K disc in summer releases? Tony, I have to say, I really don't care, because I would say for the most part, if I have a movie, I'll just pull something. So, Gran Turismo, 4K Blu-ray digital code. I don't care about the Blu-ray or the digital code. I'll probably sell the digital code unless somebody wants it, like one of the kids want to have it on our streaming thing, like Voodoo or whatever. I don't care. More recently, so Departed, and I have it in a turkey bag just for you, Tony. So this just came with the 4K and digital code. If I have the 4K, I'm probably not going to watch it on Blu-ray. And I still have my old Blu-ray anyway, because it's Scorsese. But if it comes with a 4K and a Blu-ray, I'm probably not going to watch it on Blu-ray. I will come down here. Something is falling apart above my head. I will come down here and I'll find a reason to watch it on 4K instead of taking it upstairs and watching it like in my bed or whatever. So if it's available in 4K, I want to watch it in the best format possible, with a few exceptions. We know there's certain movies that look better in lower quality formats. See Texas Chainsaw, see Blair Witch Project, movies like that. Let's see, people saying hi. I mostly do labels. Yeah. And I don't have enough of certain labels. Like I have enough to put all my criterions together. Now I have enough to put all my keynotes together. But I don't have enough to put, let's say, I have enough to put my second sites together. But like all the major boutique labels, I don't have enough. Like I don't have Scream and Shout together. I don't have enough of those. So yes, yes. Separate Batman Begins and Batman are in the B's, Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises and these. You are serious about yours, man. I hear you. Okay. Okay. I see what you're doing there. Cool. What's your opinion? The perfect coffee order. Mine is tall decaf cappuccino. Light, sweet, good to taste. That's me. Um, I typically go for a blonde roast. I don't know why that's lately is fitting my palate, but hit me with a Jamaican Blue Mountain, or hit me with a good, ooh, I need to go back to Hawaii and just have really good coffee every day. That's all I got to say. Now you got me thinking about coffee. There's Johnny. What's Johnny watching? Go check out Johnny's channel. The King is celebrating 2 years. Salute, my dude. Um, if you ever talk to Johnny, another turkey bag, just make sure you mention this movie and you mention that you love it. So that way you're in good graces with him. I'll put all this stuff away later. People saying hi. Yeah, man. Turkey bags represent. I do like the Malcos and all that stuff, but unless somebody's throwing me some free money, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I mean, I have certain things I prefer when people like Lionsgate put out like this stuff, but I got some Malcos. You know, this is a Malco. Yeah, you could see it somewhere. There it is. You could see the Malco there. Otherwise, I don't want to spend that extra money. I mean, movies are expensive enough. I don't want to spend an extra $30 for protection, but protect it any way you can. Mostly it's just so they don't scratch against each other. That's my whole thing. Johnny's watching everything he can. Worst films you watch, Johnny? You could answer that in the chat. My favorite fish is in the house. Hello, my friend. Are you planning on checking out Challengers? Yeah, I do want to see that. I think Zendaya is underrated as far as a young actress. A lot of people get pigeonholed into the superhero roles they play, or I think she offers a lot. Euphoria shows that. I just want to see the story overall. I think Guadagnino is a great director, so I want to see what the story is all about. But seeing the trailer way too many times not to want to check it out. So I just hope they didn't give away all the good parts in the trailer, like every other movie these days. I don't think there's anything wrong with collecting DVDs. Yeah, however, there's two reasons I don't collect them anymore. Upscale looks horrible. Yeah, I cannot watch a DVD down here. As I mentioned before, I have an 83-inch OLED. Oof. Same thing. My daughter likes to watch old episodes of Seinfeld and Fresh Prince. Oof. Those 480p shows just look terrible on a big screen. They do nothing when it comes to upscale, whether it's streaming or physical. So yeah, I have to watch it on a smaller screen on a Blu-ray player where there's some upscaling, but not trying to get to like, you know, a 4K upscaling. Oh, no, no, no. No bueno. No bueno at all. Let's see. I prefer the cheap turkey bags and save the money for more movies. Yeah. But like my boss gave me a Amazon gift card for my work anniversary. I'll gladly throw some of that to get some Malcos. I love the way it looks on the shelf. It's about shelf appeal as well as protection for me. But to say I'm going to drop like, $11 on it, nah, not the kid. There's too many movies out there I want to get still. So Easter Bunny Massacre, worst one I've seen so far. Take that into consideration. There's somebody else that makes me smile. How's it going, Allie? Good to see ya. Congratulations on 2 years. Thank you. It was fun to have her and Anthony on. What was that, in February? Yeah, Valentine's Day, right around that time. So, and she's a fun follow every day. I think she likes Grease too. I don't know. I gotta ask her sometimes. But yeah, definitely check out Allie on Instagram. Check out Anthony's Horror and More. He has a great YouTube page as well. Check them out. Everyone's saying hi to Allie. That lets you know she's a great person. Let's see. Billy Zane didn't get typecast as a hero after his Purple Mask hero film. You know what? We will have no Billy Zane slander on this channel. We stand for Billy Zane, whether he's a forgettable character in Back to the Future or, oh, I put it away already. I had Titanic out. Have a child. So we stand for Billy Zane. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the spooky season conversation with Lisa aka Horror Macaroni, you'll see us standing for Billy Zane. So a couple more questions and then I'll probably look to land this plane. Uh Prince KB, great to be waking up to your live stream. Cheers to 2 years. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you as usual. Um Happy Optimist is a great name for this dude. Um, I love seeing his comments and his questions. Just makes me smile each and every time. Let's see, more people saying hi to each other. Yeah, you do. You're an awesome person as well. Thank you. Yeah, you gotta love Billy Zane, man. It's like one of the weirdest careers ever. Yes, Billy Zane in Zoolander, Billy Zane in Dead Calm, Billy Zane in Demon Knight, Billy Zane, Billy Zane, Billy Zane. Just give me Billy Zane. I don't know why, but I really do like Billy Zane in movies. It's like he just doesn't. What? Was he in Poetic Justice? Or are you just messing me? I don't even remember. All I remember is Janet and Pac. That's all I remember from Poetic Justice. Now you really got me looking. If Billy Zane was in this, I'm gonna trip. Don't say that. Billy Zane was in it. Wow. Billy Zane as Brad, opening movie. Get out. Now I gotta go watch. It's on that shelf somewhere over there. I gotta go and watch Poetic Justice. Billy Zane in Poetic Justice. Wow. Okay. I gotta go check that out. I've been trying to watch never before seen movies this month. April's almost done. Wow. But now I gotta go watch Poetic Justice. Thank you, Fish. Thank you. Looking forward to Quiet. Yeah, yeah. Quiet Place Day One, Alien Romulus. I'm not one of those people that are tired of sequels yet. I'm tired of non-original ideas, and I think there's still going to be some originality with both of those movies. Romulus, I hope, also is a return to form, but I said that about the last three movies. Ugh. Yeah, but this is a good co-sign right here. If Cameron and Scott are saying good things about it, yeah, yeah. Billy's Orlando. Haven't seen that in a while. Let's see. Just watched Monkey Man and Dune Part 2. Gloriously magnificent. I enjoyed Monkey Man. I went to a screening of it, saw it early. Yeah, it was fun. I just need us to take a rest before we get like how we got superhero burnout. I think we're gonna get John Wick burnout. As I said in my review, you know, John Wick 4, Nobody, Sisu, Monkey Man. We need to get away from that type of revenge story. You know, I actually like Boy Kills World the first time I saw it. I saw it again on Monday as a mystery movie. Didn't enjoy it quite as much, and it made me realize that it was the audience that made the difference. But shout out to Tina, wherever you are. But yeah, audience can make the difference. That's why I go and see horror movies the first weekend, or I just wait because the audience on the first weekend of a horror movie is the best audience to see those type of movies with. Let's see. Now we're gonna get into the Billy Zane stuff. Lori Petty in the movie in the drive-in. Okay. Yes. Now I really got to go back and watch it. Yeah. Jenna and Q-Tip were watching in the beginning. Yeah. Shout out to his character. We do. We're overdue for a good alien film for sure. Somebody else like Boy Kills World. It was fun. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the voiceover by H. John Benjamin. I'm not tired of him. I know some people are like, oh, Archer, Bob's Burgers, all that. I don't watch those shows enough. I don't watch TV enough to be tired of his voice acting and everything. And it really lended a hand to the story because it's supposed to be a video game character voice and he does it perfectly. And then there's little tie ins to video game antics and anime and martial arts. And then in the midst of it, you have a revenge story. So, yeah, I enjoy Boy Kills World. Not as much a second time, which makes me wonder if I had to buy it on physical, would I? Hmm, I might. I promise I won't be in a monkey movie. Probably a good thing. How did it feel doing a haul video? It felt okay. It felt okay. I have to say, I remember when I used to pre-record my conversations and when I decided to go live and StreamYard and everything like that. I said, "Oh, I'll go back and I'll edit my lives and, put it back up." I never did that. I never did that because it's kind of like the live is done, it's over with. Catch it on the replay if you want to, but it is what it is. And I don't want to edit it to get a different thing. It'd be nice to have like little inserts the way I used to do with movie stills and all that. The live is the live, it is what it is. But doing things like a haul video or like top whatever, it's it's stuff that I moved away from, so it felt weird to do a haul video, just like, like when people do, um, "This is what I'm gonna watch for the month," and then, "This is what I watched for the month." It's kinda, like, redundant to me sometimes, but, everybody has their own way of doing things, of getting content and everything. I like this. I like the spontaneity of a live stream, whether it's, asking someone a question that they didn't expect or messing up and being on mute and then realizing it, after it already started. That's fine. That's fine. I'd rather the spontaneity of it than anything else. So, upcoming conversations on the schedule. Good question. I want May to be more of like people you haven't seen before or people I haven't had on. So, this coming week, I think on Wednesday, we're just going to do a podcast recording. We're going to see The Fall Guy on Monday or Tuesday, and then we'll probably record on Wednesday. So we'll live stream that, all our mistakes, everything. That's cool. The week following, look up this lady. She's on Instagram. Her name is Mariah Owen. She's in the film industry. She's a producer. She's a director. Um, I'm looking forward to talking to her just to get a fresh perspective on the industry, and just have a fresh face. I think a lot of times people tune in because it's someone they know, whether they like them or not. I found out recently there's a lot of hate watching going on. I don't understand that, but I want to introduce people to my audience. So tune in, whether you know them or not. Tune in anyway. So Mariah is scheduled for the 6th of May. Following week, I have a character of a person. If you ever hung out on the Disconnected on a Thursday night, you are familiar with the name Sibner. I'm going to have Sibner on the conversation. The week after that, one of my favorite new follows on Instagram is a lovely couple called In Love with Horror. So check them out on Instagram. They have their own channel. They do movie reviews. They do live streams. They do a podcast. Um, let's see, that works. And as I'm saying right now, they are texting me about that date. So they'll be on Wednesday the 22nd. Talk about nothing like live TV. There you go. So those are some of the guests coming up, and I'm going to have people being added. And of course, June, we're going to have other people involved as well. Some new faces, some old faces, but we'll switch it up. And we always have the roundtable, and I want to do a couple more episodes of that. One that I'm definitely going to do before October is I want to do a couple of versus episodes. There are people that like the originals, some people like the remakes of certain movies. We're going to get them on the show. Some people like the original, some people like the sequel. So, Ali, I might call you for the Grease versus Grease 2 if we make that happen. Don't forget Billy Zane and Tombstone. Yeah, Tombstone on 4K is so overdue. Disney's just screwing things up for us collectors. I need that. I was holding on to the Blu-ray. I had a brand new sealed copy of the Blu-ray, and I'm like, the moment I crack this open, they're going to announce a 4K. Then my wife wanted to watch it. I was like, you know what? You buy to open and watch. You don't buy to keep and resell necessarily. I'm not one of those people. So we opened it up. We watched it. She enjoyed it. It's a great movie. Let's see. Yeah, people want to have the Gen X stream again. I was supposed to do it this month, but definitely want to bring that back again. That was fun. We had 2 roundtables with Gen Xers like myself. So we definitely want to get a couple more Gen Xers on there. If you are a Gen X person, please feel free, 1965 to 1980. If you were born during those years, shoot me a message on Instagram and we'll try to get a panel together soon enough. Let's see. Movie Hunter. Thank you, sir. Every time I buy a Steelbook, I think of you. Thank you for the shout. People saying hi. Let's see. Any more questions, comments? Fargo, Anatomy of a Fall next week. Yeah. We already have the Fargo 4K over here. Anatomy of a Fall, I'm going to wait until the Criterion sale, whether it's a flash sale or the Barnes & Noble in July. And plus, I feel like I just saw that movie. It's a great movie. I enjoyed it, but I feel like I just watched it like for the Oscars. So, oh yeah. Yeah, you know about Sibner. Sibner is fun. Sibner is what I call a rabble rouser. He will throw out a hot take out there just to push your buttons. And the thing is, you'll never know if he really agrees with you or disagrees with you. I love people like that. Let's see. 22 2 weeks ago, the youngest OG alive and well. Youngest OG is nice. Nice. Happy belated, my man. I agree. Hate watching is crazy. Too many options to spend time. I know I personally got into a window where I was spending more time watching YouTube than watching movies. I'm trying to correct that, especially since, Mr. Tony pushed me to finish setting up this basement the way I wanted to. I have my workspace, I have my personal space. It's the way I want it to be. I got my screen the way I want it to be. I got my collection out the way I want it to be. I'm not going to spend time. Well, I don't do the hate. You're not going to get that kind of energy from me. I'd rather just ignore you. But hate watching it's dumb. It's dumb. Let go of the hate in your heart, bro. I think I already have you down for the next panel, Johnny. Let's see. I'm going to go to my list here. Roundtable. Where is it? I still want to do there's this one called State of the Industry, talking about just filmmaking and that stuff in general. I definitely want to get that done. I'm going to have talking about Tracy. I'm going to have Nerdy Film Girl and a couple other guests in there. So let's see. Yeah, I got your name down. A couple other people I have down. I got to get second cousin Dave on because he wasn't able to make the first 2 rounds. So yeah, got you in there, brother. Let's see. I call those live streams the X Games. Always entertaining. Yes, sir. Movie Hunter, you want to jump on? Just drop me a thing on Instagram so I could write you down for sure. How do you like your steak? Good question, Laren. For health reasons, for a long time, I always had it well done. Past health reasons, I've kind of gotten more towards the medium well. So I can't do the rare. Mm-mm. You guys could talk about whatever fake manliness you want, whatever. I'm not eating no. Cook my food. I'm West Indian. Cook my food. So somebody else in that Gen X club. What's up, Ryan? I was just calling on your name earlier today because one, let me move this out the way. Metal face forever. Two, um, we're just talking. Oh, I came down and I was wearing a shirt my wife had never seen before, so she complimented me on it, and she was like, "Who is that?" I was like, "Ooh, don't let me or your son hear you asking that question." So I gave her a little MF Doom lesson. Hit her up with accordion. Hit her up with some food. Hit her up with some Danger Doom. Just went through a little discography with her. Hit it with a little gas face for Zeb Love X. Those who know, know. If you know, you know. Yeah, so it was fun. Allie, I'll be 30 in November. 30, flirty, and thriving like Jenna Rink. You go, girl. You go. I love these lives on Saturday. Hard to catch them during the week. Yeah, yeah. And sometimes the week, especially Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, gets super saturated. I don't want to step on toes. And also, you want an audience. So whoever's here is here. Great. Glad to have you. Shout out to people like Movie Chatter, Stephanie. I know she was doing it for a while with Dave. Uh, you and her had a great stream the other night. So I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that on the weekends. Missed most of the stream. It's a great thing you could got. Just go back and replay it. I tried to watch Velma and skedaddle after 10 minutes. I didn't even try. I didn't even try. I'll keep my original Scooby Doo mind state. Not everything has to be adult, but Harley Quinn, great animated series. My man, Garrett from Born to Be Rad. Shout out to all the Rad Pack. All the Rad Pack, being the manager, all the ambassadors. We got Cody, we got me, we got my man Nick, and of course we got Garrett, and we got Mel, and we got Justin. Check out the Rad Pack. Check out the Rad Pack podcast. Good stuff. Definitely. Appreciate all your support over the years and being on. Actually, one of my first guests, Garrett was on. So appreciate you, my man. 22, my toaster solo. Not even kidding. No shade. I got a alarm clock that's older than 22, but we need them all, man. We need the teenagers that are in love with movies and going to the movies and physical media. We need them too. I came across this young lady, actually a follower of Born to Be Rad. I don't know her from Eve, but I'm gonna try to get her on to do like a 5 takes. Girlfriend lives in a studio apartment, no bigger than probably this room here, and she has a cute little movie collection because she wants to support physical media, surrounded by all these posters, everything. She's a big Dune fan, got the books, got the posters, all that. But yeah, we need movie fans of all ages. I want to get some older people on here too. So yeah, we need them all, man. We need them all. We need the support, especially physical media. People saying hi to each other. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. A couple more questions, and I need to just go take a quick shower. Yeah, man. Cook my food. Medium all day. Yeah. It's a good balance. Medium or medium well. I would say depending on the cut of steak, medium rare. God bless you, man. You go, boy. I can't. I can't. You got to douse it in like A1 or something so I don't see it. Extra medium. All right. Movie Hunter. After 2 years, is being a creator all you thought it would be? Is it harder than you thought it easier? It's a good question. My whole thing is that, like I said, I started this to share the love of movies, either from my perspective or to converse with other people who love movies. I'm still doing that. The things that I've started, whether it's a conversation, one on one, roundtable, one to many, the 5 takes on the end of every episode with someone. That's mainly what I wanted to do. I could turn my family onto a movie, and some of them are like, "Great," and others are like, "So you like Hard Eight, huh?" Yes, we've had this conversation. But just to know there's other people out there like me, other people collecting, other people that understand a Malco versus a turkey bag, whatever the case is. Um, yeah, it has been. It has been, and I'm still in love with it. My whole thing for me is as far as guests, getting guests, I have a list. Someone said, "Oh, you should have me on your channel." I said, "I have a list of over 100 people I want to have conversations with, or other people," because one of my questions is, "Who would you like to see on the channel?" I have people that I haven't gotten to yet, mainly on my bad because it's like I haven't reached out. I have a whole other segment. Um, where's my list? I have a whole other segment where I'm supposed to watch a movie and then have a conversation with the person. So Ken, Sing Street, Tim, Oculus, Bob's Blu-ray, same thing. Ginger Snaps, Derek, Joyride, which I did watch, but I don't need a reason to talk to Pops. I love talking to Pops. Pops is the homie. If you guys don't know Pops Movie Dungeon, go find out. Um, my daughter said to me, "I could see you and Pops being friends in real life." I was like, "Hell yeah. I would love to spend time with Pops in his garage now theater." He's that kind of person. Justin, AJ, Courtney, John, and Stephanie, Martinez Joe, Fish, Vin, Bearded Film Guy. All these people have recommended movies that I want to do episodes with. And that's just that. There's people I still want to get to have conversations with, or people that I was supposed to and had to reschedule. Side Hustle Cinema. I still want to have a conversation with you. Brando Critic. I still want to have a conversation with you, even though I'm the one that messed up and didn't show up for the conversation the last time we were supposed to have it. He's probably still mad at that, but let stuff go. Thomas Flight, Patrick Tomaso, even Stuckman, I want to have a conversation with, but I'm not big enough for that probably. Neil, Jagoda Blue. I'm just going to call out names. Jay Swick, Fuzz. I want to have conversations with all these people. And that's before I get to the list of people that were recommended. That's a mile long. I want people to meet. I have a friend who won an Oscar. I want people to get to know him. Um, Floyd House Flicks is friends with one of the people that inspired me to have channel, which is Elvis Mitchell. I want to have a conversation with Elvis Mitchell. And I want to get to the point where someone could say, "Hey, I know Kevin Smith. I think he'd be a good person." And I'll ask him one question and he'll go on for 45 minutes. It'll be a great time. But I want to have conversations with all these people. So, yes, being a creator in this sense is all that I thought it would be. I know I need to do more of an effort to get it to where I want it to be consistently. It's not hard. The love is there. The conversations come easily. It's just a matter of just applying more effort. So, great question. Thank you. Um, yeah, this is the importance of turning on notifications for your favorite follows. Garrett goes super late nights and people step up and they pop in and the chat is popping off. Um, that's considerate, not trying to step on toes. I know Sunday night I wait for the notification and half the time I'm in bed, but I'm in the bed. I'm watching on my TV. I got my phone. I'm on the chat. And yeah, notifications are important if people don't always go live at the exact same time every time. Let's see. Yes, sir. Trini's in the house. Island boys, we love cooked food. That's right. There's an expression. Love you like cooked food. It's a Trinidadian who said that. I always get crap from my friends for ordering my steak. Well done. Don't listen. You're the one who got to eat it. Just enjoy your steak. Don't mind what's in my plate. Enjoy yours. That's what I say. You want to have it over there bloody and red? Cool. That ain't me. That ain't me. Grew up watching Seagal, Blade, Old Dolph Lundgren, all that. I hear you. That's why you're an old soul, Prince. I got to say that about you. My clock alarm is literally, bro. It still gets me up. I got the alarm on the phone, but that old Sony that I took to college all those years ago, that joint still works. Yes, great movies. Sing Street, I still gotta watch. Joyride, I could watch anytime. Better boutique label, Arrow, Criterion, or Kino. Um, Despite their releases lately, I would say Arrow's killing it. Criterion's still playing catch up, and I think they're suffering because of that. They're doing the same thing that Scream and Shudder's doing, which is like, I have a Blu-ray, I'm taking it to a 4K, nothing new. Sometimes not even new artwork. So when they come out with something brand new on 4K that hasn't been released before, like Thelma and Louise, probably one of my favorites from last year, it's great. But everything else seems to be subpar because it's like watching a rerun of a sitcom. I know when the jokes are coming. I know what I have in that package. Kino Kino is great for what I like to call bare bones. They're adding more and more features, but you never expect too much from a Kino. Arrow, to borrow an expression, if I'm buying a chunky box, I want everything in there. So Carlito's Way was a great release. Warriors, I still didn't get through my Warriors release, but those are two that I got the store exclusives. And I'll probably do for Arrow, I'll probably do the UK of Long Good Friday. But yeah, I would say Arrow of the three. Let me know what you think. I got like about 10 more minutes, then I'm gonna get out of here. Yes, this was a fun one. Check out the movie swap that Dell did with Pop's Movie Dungeon. Thankful for both conversations. I'm thankful for you, sir. I am. Um, Always a great guest. If you have any kind of live stream like this and you want a great guest, hit up Tony for sure. Might need to turn to carbon dating, but I bet I have underwear older than 22. We need youngins to swap knowledge with. It's true. We need to pass on stuff, and whether it's music, movies, whatever type of content, we need them to keep us up on stuff because we might know the big features and all that, but they're the ones that know the little niche stuff. So they might know of an up and coming director who started on YouTube or started off doing music videos or whatever the case may be. And then next thing you know, they get hired to do the next Evil Dead or whatever the case may be. So, and this is another reason why you go live on a Saturday, because you get people who finally get to catch a live. Good to see you, friend. Let's see. I remember when I recommended to you. Yeah, I would like that, but I don't think Bree's gonna pop in. I my quick I get Kevin Smith, then I'll get a Brie Larson, and then all of you haters would have to stay away. Get behind Kenny from Mid Level Media. Honor and surprised, to be honest, that KB wanted to have a conversation, dude. It's not about numbers with me. It's about, hey, I came across your channel. I came across your Instagram. The vibe was right. I don't care if you got 50,000. That don't matter to me. That don't matter to me. Getting ready to get up for work when Garrett can go live. Yeah, Ken is another one with the late night streams, but it's good because it's almost like a different vibe and everything, a different atmosphere, but for sure. Movie taste is Chef's Kiss, Jackie Chan, Van Damme, Arnie, Jet Li, early MCU. Yeah, I love cinema, and it's great to see generations coming behind us that like it too. I just got that Jackie Chan talking about whatnot purchases. I got that Criterion Jackie Chan. I can't wait to go through that. That should be fun. Trying to get to the end here. When I do, we will land this plane. Thank you for turning on notifications. It's the best way. I mean, a lot of people don't follow me on Instagram, so they don't know when I'm going to throw something up. Just hit the bell. Let's see. Saying hi to Dell. Added my first two Kinos, Burnt Offerings, and Crybaby. Yeah, I can't wait for Crybaby. I found out there's a local, smaller, not like Diabolic or Orbit or whatever, but a smaller outfit, pretty local to here. So I live close to the KU campus, and I found out there's a company out there that has really great prices on Kino. I wish I could remember their name. But this is what I'll do. I'll put in my order and then I'll share it on Instagram so you can put in your order and then we all go from there. Uh, yeah, it's great. And the whole thing is classics for you could be 1990, 1980, 1970, stuff that some of us have lived through but might be new to you. Like, I think it's great to go through and discover like gritty New York crime dramas from the 70s, your Serpicos, everything like that. I think that's a great subgenre to go through. Uh, Asian movies, definitely. The Sadness. Oh, The Sadness is so good. So good. I love that movie. I think I got my copy from Raven Banner up in Canada. Also, they had the limited edition of Autopsy of Jane Doe with that scandalous cover. So, yeah, good stuff. Numbers are proof our subscriber counts don't matter. No, no, it doesn't matter to me. There's a vibe, we vibe. I'm waiting for my copy of The Crow to come in. Yes, yes. Um, Best that the YouTubers love the most. Yeah. Arrow's the best overall transfer quality, packaging, movie quality, and also movie choices too. I think they choose some interesting movies to either bring back or upgrade. Like I'm tempted for that Crimson Peak 4K, even though I have the Blu-ray. I need to read a review and I want somebody to tell me it blows the Blu-ray away. You got to get the 4K and then I'll make the upgrade. But the Crimson Peak Blu-ray is so good, and even on a big screen, a big OLED like this, it looks lovely. It looks lovely. So I could just imagine a 4K. Thing I like about Kino is they have a steady stream of releases that are most decent quality. I would say they're second. I agree. And also Kino prices. Hit that sale. I that's why I went ham on that last one because I couldn't believe how cheap stuff was. So Criterion's never getting that cheap, unless you go through like a whatnot auction or whatever. And Arrow, some Arrow sales here and there, but they tend to stay around the original price, and their limited editions go by so quickly. Yeah, for sure. Miami Connection. Have fun with that one. Thank you, Laren. Yeah, time flies for sure. Brandon Lee, incredible legacy will live on forever through the Crow. Yeah, and talking about Skarsgård, he's also going to be in the remake of the Crow. I'm optimistic about that. Saw what I did there. And finally, the monkey, best host, Jay Leno of YouTube. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you checking in, hanging out. It's fun. This is fun. Um, Most of all, I love, and I know we're all tired of this word, but I am happy for the community that has surrounded me. Everybody might have different opinions, different feelings, but the friends that I've made from doing this, my family knows people's voices. They don't have to look. They'll be like, "Oh, Susan. Oh, Ken." Or, it could be somebody that I haven't had a conversation with, but like they'd be like Daisuke or, Ryan. And I know they mean ON, so it's really unique to have this group, this community, whatever you want to call it. I'm appreciative of all of you. Whether you follow me, you don't, you check in, you don't, you chat, you don't, you lurk, you rewatch, replay, whatever. I appreciate that. Ooh, ooh, I can imagine. I definitely had to pre-order the Conan set because I wanted the Chronicles with them together because that was something that I used to watch all the time as a kid. Had the bootleg VHS tapes, come home from school, throw that on all the time, all the time. Yeah, you might be able to find the individual releases, but the one with the two of them together, good luck with that. Good stuff though. The first one looks really good. The second one will look better because it's newer, but I really enjoy what they did with Barbarian. I appreciate you, brother. So much. So much. Thank you, Prince. Thank you. Fish, you either got to come here and hang out with me and Kayla, or I got to get down there and hang out with you. I'll come while you're working at the theater, I'll just go see a bunch of movies and come have a drink with you in between. So have a good time at work. And thank you, as always, for everything. Yes, this is a beautiful community. I'm honored to be part of it as well. I want to thank everyone for popping in, spending time, not just tonight, but just overall in general. I really enjoy doing this, and I enjoy talking movies with all of you and sharing my love of movies with all of you, and in turn, you sharing your love of movies with me. Don't stop. And if you haven't started a channel yet, thinking about it, start. If you just got a TikTok or Instagram, whatever, great. But share that love because the community needs to grow. Take care, Trini. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Prince, as always. Yes, have a good evening to everyone, or good morning, depending on where you are. The community needs to grow. We're seeing declines in theater goers and all that. And I know some physical media collectors don't go to the theater. Go support them from day one. That way, your favorite movies get released. Thanks for popping in and catching us live. I still go to the movies. I still have an AMC Stubs A plus, whatever it's called. It's because I love movies. I love seeing it. I love the experience of a big theater, and I love buying it and adding it to the collection. So I encourage everyone to do the same and just keep loving movies. And I will end it as I always do by saying, I don't know what you got planned for tonight, but hopefully you can go watch a movie. Have a good night, everyone.